So today I'm going to show you how to code with HTML and XHTML. All you need to have is some program, for example Notepad or FrontPage, and you need access to internet if you want to publish it. First thing you need to know is that most things need to be opened and closed, but some things just have to be opened. For example, because we have writing an HTML file, we need to tell the internet that it's HTML file. So we put HTML in bigger and smaller signs, and do some enters so it's clearer to read. Then do HTML in bigger and smaller signs, but just before the HTML word or abbreviation, put a /. This tells that everything between these two things is going to be HTML. This means if you write something without tags, which are these, it will not be read. So just make some entries so it's clearer to read, and put the same thing but saying head. So we want to open it and close it. Some enters in between so it's easier to read. If you don't have them, it will still work as this HTML file, although it will be harder to read and correct mistakes. Next thing you need to type in is the same thing as head, but body. And you want to close the body. I don't like to have space in between them, so I'm going to remove them. But I do want space here. You can also indent the things with spaces so it's easier to read. I usually do it to starting elements, so I know where they start and where they end. I don't do it to HTML as it's necessary, and I don't really mind. In head part, which is this part here, you will type in anything that will be on the website but will not be visible as on the page. For example, title of the tab, or name of the page, or other things. For title of the page, you want to type in title and you want to close it. I like to do it on the same line as it's one small thing. So we're going to try test of the title. If it's shorter, it's going to be visible on every single web browser, but if it's very long, which will not fit on my notepad thing, it will be scrolling and it's going to be very hard to read. Now for the body, we need something to type in. For example, we need some paragraphs. So we're going to make a new paragraph starting with P and then ending with P, like that. For this part I like to have enter, as this is quite big, and let's indent it. In this it will be a paragraph, so you can write anything, but it will be as one big bunch of text. So if you want to have enter in HTML, you can't just press enter. You need to make break tag. So type in /br in the open bigger and smaller than signs. Then you will have a new line. So let's test it. This is a paragraph and test for new line. Now you want to save it so we can see our result, and you want to save it as. In here you want to put all files. In here you want to put the name of your website. It should be called index.html, otherwise sometimes it might not be read, and it's usually the best way to do it. But then you want to open it and see what is the result. If you can see any coding here, it means it either didn't open it or close it properly. But as you can see, it says test of the title here, so it is working. Now we can close it and continue with our thing. Now I'm going to show you how to make things bold and italic. This is a very simple process by adding an I tag. So if I want the end test for new line to be italic, all I need to add is an I tag, which is like this. It doesn't need to have close, so we're going to put it after the ending line. And if we want to have something in bold, for example paragraph, we can encase the word paragraph with B tag. So let's put that in. And because that looks quite messy, you can have enters or things you need. And because this is a break, so I'm going to put an enter here and have it indented because it's part of this. It doesn't really matter if you have spaces before the tags. It just makes it easier to read for someone, and it's easier to find mistakes if you have any. So let's save it with Ctrl S. Then let's see if the result is. As you can see, everything is bold because I didn't close it properly, but this part is italic. So let's close it. And now only paragraph should be in bold. As you can see, it's in bold. Now I'm going to make this is a paragraph bigger because it's going to be a title. So before this, we want to add H1 for different size. Then we want to close it H1. Save it and see the result. As you can see, it's much bigger, like in newspapers, and then there is the text. If you change this number to smaller, for example, we're going to do H2 here, close it, and at the end, H2, and save and open. You could just refresh the page, it's just easier for me. It's slightly smaller than this, but still bigger. Now, as you can see, this is Times New Roman font. So I want to change it to other fonts, so I'm going to do it to this line. So at the beginning, I want to put p space style equals. Now you need the quotation marks and put font hyphen family. Then you want to put colon and then put the font name. So for example, Verdana. Then at the end of this you want to put quotation marks again, and then close it, the tag, and then at the end of the part you want to put font with closing element, which is the /, then close the part. So save, refresh the page. I didn't save it. Save. Maybe it is better. Save and index. And it's still the same. I think it's because I have double P. Let me test. It did change. It should watch. But that's how you do it. That's the end of this tutorial. If you want to get more HTML tags, go to www.w3schools.com/tags. This will redirect you to HTML website, the other coding languages. If you scroll down, you will see every single tag in HTML. For example, button B, which is for bold, and other. So if you like this tutorial, comment, like and subscribe, and tell me what you would like to have coded next.